So earlier in the day, we have discussed about the problem part. In part 2, we discussed about the brainstorming with a lot of senior citizens. Now let us look into what solution might work out for you. So let's prepare a presentation for you today. This is one thing. And also let me do a practical explanation. Let's call this mission. So now we have 6 papers to crack. Now this is the entire final syllabus. If we cover what's there in this sheet, will be a chartered accountant as in level. These are the total chapters. This is level 1. This gives you an overview. Now next is your index. Now this is the entire syllabus. Now if you cover only this much, if you can answer 1 point for each of this index line item, you can easily cross 20 marks in each paper. So that is the importance of index area. So this is the single most important document which is required for your CFA. Okay? This is what we have. Now this particular has the complete weightage. Okay. So how the mark allocation is done is something which you have to look into. So this has the weightage. So just have a brief look at this, you'll understand the topics. Hello.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Mitra.
I do have to see your speaker.
Yeah, please do that.
Yes, sir.
Dikshita all set already?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Kushal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, alright. Keep your books away from you.
Huh?
You guys are sitting outside or standing outside? Where are you?
Standing outside.
Okay, do you have a place to sit?
No, sir.
Achha, you're about to go to the exam?
Yeah.
Alright, so remember the simple rules. So just do the box picking once you go and sit inside the hall. So remember that. But basically, while you're approaching, calm down your nerves. Just focus on one question. Whatever Mitra has taught you, just focus on applying that to one particular question where you can cross 8 to 14. Again, do it in the same order. You should be able to pick a question from 6, 5, 4. One of this. Okay? So apply the framework with that complete intensity. Yesterday discussion was about the intensity, that you are not able to put in that intensity. Now that's the work we kept in. So if we apply that intensity for 2 questions at least, out of 28 you will be able to score 16 to 18, both of you. Once that is done, then that is the point where you finish the third question with reasonable intensity, and then you finish MCQ. The 40 mark is done, and from there I am really looking at 52 to 55 easily in this paper. Okay. The downside risk is, even in the worst case scenario, if you find a lot of unfamiliar questions, that's totally fine. That is totally fine. You'll get stepwise marking. Don't panic, because one paper in each group will be a bouncer. This could be very well that we don't know. So be open to look at different papers. Don't assume that it is a difficult paper. A different paper is different from difficult paper. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. In the evenings, Dikshita, your mom will be coming. I just spoke to her for some other reason. So basically, it has decided she will be picking you up. Okay.
Okay.
All the best, and at any point of time, don't write when you are stressed. Stop, do box breathing, get your mindset to a normal state, and only then you can proceed with the exam. Time is not a problem. Do well. All the best, both of you. Yeah. Chalo, bye. So Dilip, that has the entire weightage. Okay, so basically this is the overall syllabus. Now this is the detailed syllabus, and this has the weightage. And over and above this index, we have prepared the subject specific index.
Yes.
Now if you're looking at FM, entire AFM can be done from this. If you do only this particular file, you can easily score 45 points. Only this particular, that's it. This is compilation of all the key points from the ICM material. Do not lose out a single important point unless the things are removed. So this is readily available. Now one would need only 10 days to finish this file full time, 10 into 10 hours equal to 100 days. Okay. Similarly, the bigger dragon audit is also simplified. So this file is simple and straightforward. Probably for audit you might need 2 weeks, not 10 days. 2 weeks would be a good time for you to cross probably 40 days. Okay, this is for audit. Similarly, we do it for other papers also. This is how it is going to be done. Now today, when we are talking in the month of May, I want to focus on 2 things: mindset and routine. When I say mindset, your ability to stop thinking about past, your ability to stop worrying about future. You're not upset that you failed in the past. You're also not upset that you might fail in the future. You just have to focus on the present. Okay? When I say present, we call it FBS. Focus block slot for 50 minutes. At any point of time, if you open a book, if you're listening to a video, if you are listening to a conversation, your ability to focus only on that for 50 minutes become extremely important. Okay, this is exactly what we'll have to do. So 50 minutes, once you do it, it's into 2, into 3, into 10, will become the whole day. Something like that.
Total
10 hours bifurcation. So at one point of time, you're thinking about 1 hour. You're not thinking about the whole day. 50 minutes. Now routine. 10 FBS per day. Okay. Into 25 days per month. Into 3 months per year. That's it. So roughly you will give me 75 days like this, which are pure, which are very, very intense. The other 25 days will happen here and there. We can't have the things like 2 runs over, 3 runs over. But 75 days is what we want. For getting the 75 days, if you give me a denominator of 120 days or 100 days, 3 to 4 months is a decent time for us to do it. The more time we have, the better it is. You understood it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Done. This is a general plan. Now, this 10 FBS now let's talk about routine. Five AM to 6 AM. Mental fitness. We call it magic of numbers. You know this, right?
Yes, yes.
6 AM to 9 AM. We call it mom study session, MSS. Magic of morning, extended study session for 3 hours. Then 10 to 12. Year 3, 2. 3 plus 5 hours. Now after that, 12 to 2, we call it double dawn break. It's like we're ending the day, dawn is the day end. At beginning of the day. Basically, either you end it at beginning. We are trying to have 2 dawns, which means we are trying to recreate a next day within the day. So after you're done with 5 hours, we are saying the day is done. Take a 2-hour break. You can even have a power nap and start fresh for the next 5 hours. So 2 to 5, exam study session. Like this slot is the exam study slot. Exams might happen or may not happen every day. But the question is, 3 hours you have to sit with that focus. So here 3 more hours. Then 5 to 6 PM is your physical fitness here. Which could be swimming, tennis, anything, badminton, whatever you prefer. 6 to 8 PM we call it raw. Read and write, or revise and write, depending on how it goes. Either you're reading and writing or revising and writing will be common.
Okay.
So which is 3 to 3 to. So 5 plus 5, 10 hours.
Okay.
And the moment you wake up, you do something called PDR, previous revision. The moment you finish, you call it day end revision, which is a part of DAD. We call it daily active dose. This is a part of mom. Day starts with mom, ends with dad. Clear?
Okay.
This is how your day works.
PDR means
Previous revision.
Previous revision. Okay.
Day and
Day
revision.
and revision.
This is done. May is sorted.
Yes, sir.
No, technically we'll be doing some subject. My focus will be mostly on this. We'll study something, but generally the whole idea of the study will be mostly the fix your mindset, so that once it is done, it saves minutes every single hour.
Okay.
So this is your current mark sheet, this is your target mark sheet. Even if you written the exam or not, we do it both. So FR, where do you think you stand right now? Write an exam, how much is it worth?
40, sir. 40.
You want to know? I'm giving 35.
Yes.
Careful. Got it?
40.
You can't. No, the point is you have to go and write the exam and get it. It's not like you should.
As of now, if I go to exam, how many marks I'll get? Yesterday I wrote the exam also. For other purpose, I'm saying around 35 to 40.
Okay. So let's say we are at 105 here.
Yes.
Here,
Awesome.
this,
I did also.
this. Probably because of this 15.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
15. 15. So this is 15. So you have 120.
Yes.
Now this has to become 300. Now for this to FR, we'll target 55.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible?
Reasonable, sir. Yes, sir.
Here from?
I should target more, sir.
Let's have 60.
Sure, sir.
This 45
Yes,
is
sir.
beginning.
Yes.
So at least we are crossing 160 plus. Is the goal here.
Okay.
Is the goal?
Yes.
Done. Now here DD.
First line.
So 45. I did 55. This is 60. This is also 160. So 320 is where we are targeting.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Works?
But seeing the board, yes, sir.
No. If you get this, you'll be happy.
Sure, sir. I will have certificate to know, sir.
Yeah, that's it. This is sorted. For this to happen, I need 15 days, including revision.
Okay.
Syllabus completion plus revision, I need it. It's not continuous, it's a breakup of two parts.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm.
Now AFM, 15 days. This one, 20 days. Got it. Okay? So we have 50 days here for 220.
Okay.
So here, this I would need 20 days.
Okay.
This I would need 20 days. This I would need 15 days. Another 5 days. So another 50 days here. So this is 100 days which I'm talking about.
Yes.
So if you give me 100 days, this is exactly where we land. Now the whole planning is based on the current question papers. So each question, how it has come and what are the sources. Like after we make our students write all the sources which work. So what sources work, what you should do, what you should not do. So to reach a question paper of this standard, this is how we plan. Right? Okay, this is also sorted. So this is your plan. These are your CMA syllabus papers, right?
Yes, sir.
Most of them are linked to your CMA.
Yes.
This and this. So our objective is to make you see a CMA is what we're looking at.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So because even CMA also is completely combined, it's taking time. So we'll see what are the common topics which will be helpful in both the papers. And this has the mark sheet pattern. How we kind of, and how would you improve your memory? 5 time revision. All of this.
Yes.
So take care of your time and attention. These are the techniques which we follow.
Yes.
All in discipline, and this is a three-stage career growth. You start here, you get here, and eventually your path should go to 10 crore. This is exactly how it works. And the opportunity cost. One attempt you are not clearing, you're wasting both lakhs. This is the opportunity cost.
Yes.
And this is lifetime value for a chartered accountant and non-chartered accountant who did not clear his exam. Until final year of everything, it turns around 16 crores. Now, this is a fee in ISB. 1 year, they charge this 50 lakhs. Now, by the charge, whoever invests that 50 lakhs into the ISB for 1 year, they'll be able to recover in 1 year to 18 months. If they get a 50 lakh package 1 year, if they get a 30 lakh package, they'll get 18 months. So this is how it works. And our mentorship earlier, there are the case study which I spoke about and others. So this is exactly how it all works. So eventually, you crack this, you get placed, and you kind of build your overall career. So this is how it is going to work. So now this is the rough solution part. So for each subject you have a exemption expert.
Okay.
Like how it works is you'll have a study buddy and both of you will have a mentor, like a triangle. And multiple triangles will have a bigger triangle. So
Okay.
it's like there are multiple layers of support for you. So there is someone who is always working with you, always accountable to someone. And also for each subject you will get expert guidance individually. So that we are sorted.
Whether I'm able to go for the board course, is it possible?
If you start right away, we can.
Okay.
Because here some work is already done.
Yes.
The bigger problem is, will you be able to study for 1 year? This level of intensity, a T20 cannot be played for 50 hours, right? That's what it is. No, whether 3 months or enough, 4 months or enough is a bigger question.
Yeah.
But can you study for 10 months with the same intensity? Then that cannot happen. You don't have a choice but to do it in 3-4 months.
Yes.
Useless preparation forever is waste. Intense preparation can only sustain for 3-4 months, not more than that. It's hard to sustain that kind of preparation. So that way,
In this course, exam should be there also.
yes. So first is your learning, next is your revision plus recall, next is your practice plus presentation.
The third step, that is called exam.
Now these are the 3 individual steps, but here it's like this. It's also correlated like this. It goes up, it goes down. We make you learn through exams also. Like sometimes you start with the question paper for any subject. We use all of these resources interchangeably. This is the combination. Everybody knows this is how it is.
Yeah.
All of them know that there is learning material, there is revision video, there is exams. But how do you combine is the magic. That's what the recipe is. Otherwise, what will you do differently? You can't change the syllabus.
Yes.
So our game is helping you understand when to do what and what proportion. That will make your learning process simpler. So this, people know what we do, but they don't know how we do it. So this is the real magic in terms of when to do what and in what manner and how. So Dilip, any questions based on this solution so far?
No, sir, this was everything I have seen in the video. Again, you repeated for my sake and you gave my name there. That was good. And these marks I need to push myself to accept this. Really will happen. I don't know. That was there in my mind. When you're repeating it is okay, but I have to push myself and I have to complete this task. Once it is 160, 168 task. You know, I didn't get any single time I go to those exams. Either I took for group 2 for the purpose of 6D exemption,
Right.
or either I went for the group 1 for the purpose of SFM exemption. That's it. But anytime I didn't went for the.
The first sentence which I wrote is mindset, the ability to remove the past and further the future. No, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Can I clear? Remove it. I did not do it before. Remove it. What we do in the next 6 months?
Is the matter.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Should I freeze this?
Yes, sir. Okay, obviously, CSE and both.
So if Dilip decides to work in a particular way in 6 months time, at 200 days time, you can see yourself as a CACM. Okay, let's see how this goes. But this is the solution, guys. Who have been following our repeater struggle part 1, part 2. So part 1 is the problem, part 2 is the brainstorming, part 3 is the solution. So in this 40-45 minutes, you'll be able to correlate and relate and identify what might work for you. Thank you, guys. If there are any other question, you can feel free to reach out to us on any of our mobile numbers. So that's all we have for now.